Today we're going to talk about having a privacy policy on your website. So essentially, a privacy policy is something that will tell us information about information that you're collecting. And the important thing for you to know is that it's required by law. And so this is something we definitely want on our website. There are some national laws and international laws. If you're going to have a website that's going to be in the United States or the European Union, you absolutely need to have this. So what types of things are discussed or disclosed on your privacy policy page? So it would be what information you're collecting about the users, how you're collecting the information. Are there any third parties who are collecting information, such as Google Ads, and a link to the privacy policy of any advertising program you use, such as Google Ads, info about how users could block cookies or opt out of third-party ads, and then your contact information so users can talk to you if they need to. All right, so let's look at how we would go about setting up a privacy policy. So the first thing I'm going to show you is that if you're working in WordPress, many themes that somebody will choose will have a privacy policy built in. So for instance, for the classes I teach, I have my students start out building a site in Inspiro. And so Inspiro does have a page built in. So let's just go to Pages here and we'll take a look, and you'll see there's a privacy policy here. And we can edit that privacy policy. The first time you edit, you'll come here and we can make changes here. And so for instance, I'm going to get rid of suggested text here on all of these. There we go. Get rid of this. And that way, this gives the information. So this is kind of a default, very simple, and I'll show you a link in a moment if you think you might need more complex than this basic one. I'll show you where you can get information about that. All right, so got rid of all of that. So now I could publish. But it is going to be really basic on a site. I could do more with design by editing with Elementor, which is a plugin that I've taught on a number of other tutorials. And so here now I could use one of my, I could design this how I want to. We have that. I actually don't like that at all, but anyways, you could change things there, and there's this title up there. If I want to get rid of that, I can go to Settings, Hide Title, and I like to use Elementor Full Width Pages. All right, so that's a little bit more like how I might want it. I can also change the font in here. I click on the Edit button, and if I'm going into the styles, then I can change my text. I could go with one of my, if I went with the global color, I'd click here and these would be colors I've added. Or if I go here, I can just kind of, I can just move the color picker around until I have what is there. Anyway, so those are some things you could do, then I would update that. However, some of you may not have a default privacy policy page such as Inspiro has. So what do you do? So for you, we're going to go down to Settings in the dashboard. We're going to go to Privacy. And so now we'll get this section here in which they kind of tell you that that you might need one of these. And if you want to find out other things that could go into a privacy policy guide, this is the link where you would go here and you could get some more information, some more word choices, and you could flesh it out a little bit more. So if we wanted to create a new privacy policy page, we would click Create. So again, this would be assuming that you don't have one that was already created by your theme, but it pretty much comes up with the same stuff here. So you would edit it the same way. And of course you can, if you did go ahead and look at the privacy policy guide and you wanted to add stuff to it, all you have to do is go to Elementor, and we could add something in here. So yeah, let's say I want to add, let's say I want to say something like who I am. And I just did that because I wanted to get that formatting right there. And then I could go here, and here again I just grabbed that so I could get the formatting. An advertising professor at Lee University. Okay, and maybe I go, who teaches web design? All right, so I can add there, and of course then I can, the first time it would ask me to publish it, then if I make any other changes I'd be updating it. So, all right, so those are the two different ways that you can have a privacy policy page. And please be sure to, for my students, please be sure to have one, as this is one of the elements of your final grade.